Okay, this is a demo for the second generation WIKISPEED dashboard electronics. It controls using a little joystick here that is going to be mounted on the steering wheel such that it can be actuated with the driver's left thumb. And it controls the light switch, for driving and running lights, also the left and right turn signals, high beam flash, and emergency flashers. The first thing I'll do is demonstrate the blinkers, and these are all hooked up with LEDs. This is just a prototype, obviously. They're hooked up with LEDs, and eventually they'll either be relays or field effect transistors. But right now it's just the LEDs. So I'm going to show the turn signal function. So we can just by pressing left we get left, and right we get right. You notice that by pressing that one, it switched the one off and the other on. But if we just wanted to turn the one off, we just press it in the same direction and it turns off. That behavior can be modified so that it turns off when we press it in the opposite direction. That way, if you wanted to switch from left turn to right turn, you'd hit you'd go left once and then right twice in order to affect that. We also have a lane change function, so if we press one of the blinkers and hold it for longer than a flash cycle, then it will immediately turn off as soon as you release it. So, and they're like that for a lane change. The other thing that it does is if when we actuate a blinker, if there's no other input, and right now we don't have a brake input in this rev of the prototype, but if we were to step on the brake, it would reset the timer. But if there's no input such as steering input or brake input, then after 30 seconds the blinker will just stop on its own, which should be any moment now. And I'll just let that happen. Okay, there we go. And that's pretty much it for the blinker functionality. The lights are controlled by pressing down on the joystick. So once we'll turn on the running lights, and you press it a second time and it turns on the headlights, which is the green LED. Now if you press it again, it turns the lights back off, so it cycles through that. We also have the brights are controlled by, you can flash the brights by pulling back on the joystick, or actually it would be pushing in the down direction on the steering wheel mount. So that flashes the brights, and that will flash them in any of the headlight modes. So you can, and while the headlights are on, you can, if you push forward, or it would be up on the steering wheel, it turns the brights on and leaves them on, and you can turn them off either by pulling back for the flash or by pushing forward for the, so either one of those will turn the brights back off, and you can flash the brights anytime you want, regardless of how the lights are, whether it's running lights off or headlights. The other thing that this controls is the emergency flashers, and they're actuated by pushing down, same as turning on the lights, but if you push down and hold, then the emergency flashers start going. And the emergency flashers flash the turn signals and the running lights. And the running lights are the lights on all four corners of the car, both on the side of the car and on the front and back of the car, that that are on when you turn on the headlights, and that's why you see them remain on when the headlights are on. But when you have the emergency flashers on, they get flashed along with the turn signals. Now, they'll work regardless of whether we've got the lights on or running lights on or all off. They'll always turn on. Now, you may be driving with the flashers on, in which case you're going to want to be able to do things like flash the brights or turn the brights on and use the turn signals. So I'm going to demonstrate that. You can turn the brights on the same as you would normally, or flash them by pulling back while the emergency flashers are going. And if you want to use the turn signal, you notice that and this needs some synchronization, and that's something that I'm going to be doing in the next rev to make that. Right now, the emergency flashers and the blinkers are independent. They have independent finite state machines that run them in the software, and they need synchronization when both are on in order to get that rhythm to be precise. And that's something that I'll do in an upcoming sprint. But there we have the blinker operation with the flashers, and you can turn off the flashers just by pressing the light control, same as you turn them on, but one press turns them off, long press turns them on, and then we're back to normal operation. And as I was saying, demonstrate that they work both in when you are with all the lights off, you can still turn the flashers on, and then when you turn them back off, you remain with all lights on. If you have the running lights on and you turn the flashers on, by turning the flashers off, you're still in the running lights mode. And if you have your headlights on and then you turn on the flashers, turning them off leaves the headlights on. Same thing if you were running with the brights on and you turn the flashers on. When you turn it off, the brights remain on. And that is about that. I think I've demonstrated all of the functionality that is programmed so far. So hope that meets with everybody's approval.